Hello everyone, my name is Jeff Fields McCormick and welcome back to Madden Mobile. Now as you can see on your screen, the Field of Freeze has arrived in Madden. It dropped at 3 p.m. Central Time today, about 3-ish hours ago. And we're going to go ahead and jump into everything that you need to know about Field of Freeze. We're going to go over how to get Sean Taylor. We're going to go over how to rack up Field of Freeze points. We're going to go take a look at a little bit of everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, so first up, you're all probably wondering how to get the master Sean Taylor himself, the 96 overall safety. And we're going to take a look at that right now. Alright, so Sean Taylor's a 96 overall safety with a guaranteed 60 power, the same as Brian Urlacher. Alright, Sean Taylor's the legendary number 21 from the Washington Redskins that unfortunately had his career cut short. Let's go ahead and check out his stats. Sean Taylor, wow, that's impressive. All right, so Sean Taylor is a zone coverage safety, which means we're going to see very high zone, which we do. He has 93 speed, which is one of the highest speed stats in the game. For reference, Tyreek Hill has 92 speed, so keep that in mind. 87 strength is really good. 87 agility is really good. He has 94 acceleration, 91 awareness, and 95 tackle. Those are amazing stats. Very fast, very good acceleration, very well aware of everything going on the field, and amazing tackling. He also has 87 man and then 96 zone. That is nearly a perfect zone stat. And then 91 pursuit. So all in all, this is definitely a card that you're going to want to grind for. This will without a doubt be one of the best cards in Madden Mobile by the end of the year once it gets evolved all the way up. Currently, this is the highest overall card in Madden Mobile, and it is definitely an exciting one. Taylor and the 2005 Redskins caught fire in the winter, reeling off 6 consecutive wins. Taylor was a star of a playoff victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 51-yard fumble return touchdown. Sean Taylor was an absolutely amazing player, and I certainly wish that he'd been able to have a full NFL career. His trajectory was amazing, and he definitely would have been worthy of the Hall of Fame. Without a doubt, he was one of the greatest of all time that was unfortunately cut short before he could reach his full potential. Every time Madden drops a Sean Taylor card, it's always one of the best defensive cards in the game. This is no exception. Sean Taylor will be one of my final safeties alongside Calvin Johnson. Let's take a look at exactly what you need to do to get him, because this is the important part. So let's go over to store, and this is optional, but it will help if you're interested. You can purchase the following. So for $199, you can purchase the 95 overall Sean Taylor. He will be 85 after the boost, which ends on the 4th of January when this event ends. You'll also unlock the 500 freeze point store offer, which you can purchase with cash or gems, as well as 2,500 points and 200 Madden cash. This is a good deal if you're interested in spending a little bit to get an early incentive. Now, if you want to take a look at the $29.99 Field of Freeze Pass, here is what you will get. 3,450 Madden cash, 10,000 Field of Freeze points, which is already 1/5 of the total that you need to get this 96 Sean Taylor. You will also unlock the Gauntlet event as well as the Seasons events for Field of Freeze. Means you won't have to spend diamonds on that. You will also get a Freeze Points booster of 5 times, which means that those Seasons games will give you 500 instead of 100. You will also get 10,000 captain patches, 10,000 coaches whistles, 10,000 front office points, 100 clipboards, the premium Field of Freeze icon and nameplate, and this will be available until January 4th at 10:30 a.m. Alright, so you can also get the first quarterback for $1.99. This will give you 200 Madden cash, 200 points, and 174 or higher player. Also, you can get the McCoy Freeze Back Pack, which will give you LaShawn McCoy, 93 overall, plus 282s, 379 or higher, and 1074 higher players. This is an interesting part right here. If you get the Field Pass, you can purchase Field of Freeze points with diamonds and coins, which is something we haven't seen before. It's kind of exciting. It's also an incentive to buy this. I personally won't be buying the Field of Freeze Pass, but there are a lot more incentives to buy this one than past passes. So if you're going to spend money on a game, this would be the way to go. You can also get the Boom or Bust packs, where to get a 74 or higher player with a chance at those 93s. And then a Field of Freeze pack gives you 269 or higher players, 179 or higher player, and then 4 74 or higher players, once again with a chance at those 93s. Here is everything you need to know about the specific calculation of these points, where they go, what you can get, and that sort of thing. So if you complete a daily goal, you will get 20. Play a league versus league drive can earn you up to 40. 100 points can be earned from the Freeze Daily Pack, and that's under the Field of Freeze over on the far right. Scroll all the way over and you get to that. The Freeze Points League Pack will give you 250. Completing Field of Fear achievements will give you 500. Completing Freeze Division sets will give you 1,000. Completing all division sets is once again 5,000, which will give you a total of 13,000 from that alone. And then you can earn, in Field of Fear programs, you can earn extras. Now, I don't see a grab bag, which is kind of scary, honestly. There's these Freeze Points League Pack. We'll have to see what that is. We may open one of those up. I hope that there's a grab bag associated with this. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at the gauntlet. You can see here that unlocks with diamonds. I chose to get the seasons events first, because you can grind those a lot easier, which you can see right here. We actually blew out the Vikings, and we're currently going up against the Steelers. You play with an entire team of Field of Freeze players. Well, okay, Barry Church is the only exception, and then on special teams, these are all Field of Freeze players. I'm not sure why Barry Church is in there. Now, if you go down here and you take a look at this player right here, Naguke, and I apologize if that's mispronounced. As you go through this season, you will have the opportunity to get players that are diamonds, these 93s you can add to your team in seasons mode as you go. Also, I do want to mention that Kyler Murray is incredibly fast, 88 speed. That is the same speed as Field of Fear Saquon Barkley. That is ridiculous, and he is amazing. So I'm very impressed with Kyler Murray. I scrambled for about 60 or 70 yards in a game with him. He's got a great throwing arm. Tyler Boyd is a great receiver. He was my main target against the Vikings. So all in all, that's a very good duo to have. Philip Lindsay was all right, but he wasn't incredibly impressive. This was a very Kyler Murray-centric game, which is kind of fun to see. So by collecting Freeze Points, you automatically earn special rewards. You've seen these with all the other ones. As you earn these points, you can automatically earn rewards as you go. So earn 250 points will give you 1,000 training points. 750 gives you 374 higher players. You can get 10,000 coins for earning 1,500. Earning 2,500 will give you a Field of Freeze Silver Key. Earning 4,000 will get you a 79 or higher player plus the Field of Freeze banner. Earning 5,500 Field of Fear points will earn you 1,000 Captain's Badges. Earn 7,000 Freeze points and you will get 379 or higher Freeze players. Earning 8,500 Freeze points will get you 50,000 coins. Earning 10,000 Freeze points, or 1/5 of the total required, will grant you 200 stamina and a gold Field of Freeze key. Earn 13,000 Freeze points and you can get 579 or higher players. Odds are you'll pull at least one elite. If you rack up 16,000 Freeze points, you will get 2,000 whistles. 19,000 Freeze points, you will get an 84 or higher player. Now, I'm not sure if it's possible to pull those 93s out of any of these sets, but that would be really cool to see. If you rack up 22,000 Freeze points, you will get 1,000 diamonds. Alright, you get a Field of Freeze Elite Key and 300 stamina for racking up 25,000 Freeze points, which is the halfway mark. When you hit 30,000 Freeze points, you will get 84 Freeze players. When you manage to hit 35,000 Freeze points, you will get 1,000 stamina. When you hit 40,000 Freeze points, you will get 84 or higher Freeze players. When you hit 45,000 Freeze points, you will get 2,000 gems. And finally, when you hit 50,000 Freeze points, you will get 500 stamina, the Sean Taylor banner, and the 96 overall evolvable Sean Taylor. Let's go over here and go to redeem points just to see what these show. So freeze me again to get you a 75 or higher. You can get 500 gems. You can earn the uniforms. You can get a stat booster for your running back, an 85 or higher program player, which is really interesting. You can get 0 chill uniforms, quarterback stat booster, 1,000 stamina and 10 max stamina, 0 chill alternative, another running back stat reducer for your opponent, 50 clipboards, the stadium, which I think looks amazing by the way, and a QB mobility stat booster. So that is all the rewards you can buy with your Field of Freeze points if you don't end up going for Sean Taylor, or if you have extras at the end and you want to spend them on something instead of just having them rack up. We now have a little shop set up for those boosts. Let's go over to achievements. And these are all of the achievements that you can earn points for. So if you complete the 5 daily goals, daily goal 15 times will give you 500. You get 500 for burning 10,000 stamina. You get an additional 500 for using 10,000 front office points. 500 for scoring 250 points in league versus league drives. 500 for scoring 250 points in arena. 500 for scoring 10,000 points with a smash mouth, vertical spread, and west coast captain. All in all, that'll rack you up about 4,000 points, which is a huge chunk and will definitely help you get Sean Taylor. Let's go ahead and look at the players. Now, there are a ton of players. I'm going to scroll through them here, but I'm not going to go through every single one, but I am going to go through all of the 93 overall Diamond players and Sean Taylor. So first you have the 96 overall Sean Taylor, the evolvable. Then you have the 95 you can earn from purchasing that pack. Then you have the first 93, the linebacker Preston Smith. Number 91 for the Green Bay Packers. All of the Diamond players are guaranteed 40 power when you select them. Next up is Logan Ryan, the 93 overall 40 power cornerback for the Patriots. After that, you have the 93 overall middle linebacker Eric Hendricks for the Vikings. 93 overall defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins for the Colts. This is one of the cards I'll be going for. 93 overall wide receiver for the Panthers DJ Moore. This is the other card that I'll be going for. And he has 92 speed. Let's go. That'll be a fun one for gameplay. All right, we have the 93 overall offensive tackle Russell Okung for the Seahawks. Have Shady LaShawn McCoy himself. 93 overall, 40 power verticals running back. CJ Anderson. And I am very happy with this because he is in his Broncos uniform. This makes me happy. I miss him being a Bronco. I still remember when he got that breakaway touchdown and won against the Patriots. That was a beautiful scene. Next up is Nanik Gayuku. I believe I probably mispronounced that, and I'm sorry if I did. 93 overall defensive end for the Jaguars. And then rounding out the 93 overall players is Big Ben himself, Ben Roethlisberger, 93 overall, 40 power, West Coast quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, that is a very exciting series of events right here. Let's go to sets and see exactly what sets Field of Freeze has so far. So, Field of Freeze does have a grab bag. Yes, okay, that's good to see. It will be grindable. So here's what all we have. We have the AFC, NFC sets up here. Throw all these players in here. I don't believe I have any. Oh, I do have one. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw Nick Boyle in there. Once you complete all 8 of those, you can come over here to the Freeze Collection Mastery. Claim that's an additional 5,000. Doing all these will get you 13,000 points. 7 74 or higher players will get you a 79 or higher freeze player. And 7 79 or higher freeze players will award you an 84 or higher freeze player. Now, once again, I'm not sure if you can pull the 93s out of either of these, but that would be interesting. There is a way to guarantee a 93 freeze back, though. 20, 84 or higher Field of Freeze players will get you. And this is a select pack, so you'll be able to select exactly which player you want from that list of 93s. And then we have the greatest thing to come to Madden Mobile in terms of event grinding. The Freeze Grab Bag. This right here is the reason that I've been able to get Ray Lewis, the reason I got Peyton Manning so fast. Grind this thing as much as humanly possible. The way to do that is getting players from the events. I'm sure we'll see more events come out soon. You can throw those in there, rack up points that way. For 100 points, you can get a 94 overall freeze player. I don't recommend doing that, but it's an option. You can trade a silver key and 1,000 points in for 500 gems. You also have to throw in 274 higher players. Field of Freeze uniforms will cost you 1,500 points. The silver key and 274 higher freeze players. I'm going to come on over this way. Running back stat booster will cost you 2,000 Field of Freeze points, a silver key, and 274 or higher players. Now, the 85 or higher program player is a bit of an expensive set, but it's still an exciting one. It will cost you 5 74 higher freeze players, the golden Field of Freeze key, and 3,000 Field of Freeze points. This is a bit of an expensive one, but if you're interested in the new uniforms, this is how you're going to get them. 5 players, the gold Field of Freeze key, and 4,500 Field of Freeze points. It's worth noting that is nearly 1/10 of the total to get Sean Taylor. All right, next up is QB Stat Booster 1 will cost you, wow, 6,000 Field of Freeze points. a golden key, and 574 higher freeze players. Now the stat boost will cost you an elite key, 379 or higher freeze players, and 6,000 points. The alternative uniforms, which look amazing by the way, will cost you an elite key, 379 or higher players, and 9,000 or nearly 1/5 of the total to get Sean Taylor. This will cost you 379 or higher Field of Freeze players, an elite key, and 12,000 or nearly 1/4 of the total to get Sean Taylor. Let's go on. There are 2 more left. The Ultimate Freeze Stadium, which like I said earlier looks amazing. They did a great job on this thing. Will cost you a Field of Freeze Diamond key, 779 or higher players, and 15,000 Field of Freeze points. That is nearly 1/3 of what it takes to get Sean Taylor. And finally, the QB Mobility Stat Reducer for your opponent. 779 or higher Field of Freeze players, the Diamond key, and 20,000 Field of Freeze points. That's 40% of what you need to get Sean Taylor. These are some really good bonuses. I recommend grinding for Sean Taylor first, and then any points you have left over once you get him, you can start saving up to spend on these sets. I wouldn't go for these right off the bat because that will probably knock you out of getting Sean Taylor. But this is a great way to spend your extra points. Now there's a Field of Freeze Blitz event, and you can complete this to earn a 74 or higher Field of Freeze player. Now this is anything like the Field of Fear was, and the Madden Thanksgiving event was. You do have the option to share this to your league and have them help whittle it down, and it resets every 6 hours. You can drag that down a little bit. Let's score a touchdown real quick here. Whoa, that is a long ways to go for a touchdown. Okay, we got this. Maybe. Is he still going? He's still going! He's still going! Chris Johnson is going all the way on our first one. Touchdown on the first attempt. There we go. Now let's see what player we pull. That was exciting. I really didn't know if that one had a shot there, but it did, and it made it. So we're going to go here. See what we pull. And we pull. Whoa! Whoa! 74 higher. We pulled an 84. Let's go! Let's go! That is amazing. I am so happy with that pull. That was amazing. Great one to get on camera, too. So, this is not guaranteed by any means. This is a 74 or higher player, and we pulled an 84 on the very first pull. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and hit continue. Yes, okay, and you can share this to your league. It could take 2 hours on this one. He belongs to the NFC South, so we'll throw him in there. We already have 1 elite and 1 gold down. We'll be grinding these quite a bit. Now, if you want to get Sean Taylor, and I'm expecting that most of you do, then the biggest thing for you is going to be grinding 2 things. Number 1, season mode. This is a great way to rack up points. Number 2, you've got to grind the grab bag. It's going to take a lot of coins, more than likely. You're going to have to buy some players, but it's very important. You get a lot of points in there. Also, you need to go in and complete all of the divisional sets. The easiest way to do this without spending a ton of money is wait until the event is nearly over and throw in your players throughout. Like I just got the kicker for the Falcons. We dropped him in the NFC South, and we're able to check 1 elite off. Wait until they're close to filled, or they are filled, and start claiming them, and you can buy whatever players you're missing. Once this promo gets closer to the end, closer to Christmas and around that time, then you can look at starting to buy some players. This is very exciting, and I am so stoked to get to see Sean Taylor come back yet again. He will be an end-game safety, so if you need help on your defense, or even if you don't, even if your defense is stacked already, I highly recommend grinding for this Sean Taylor. His stats at 96 are ridiculous, and I can't imagine what they're going to be when he hits 100. I do want to thank you guys for watching. This is a bit of a longer video, but it's very important to get this out the night the Field of Freeze drops to let all of you guys know exactly how to make the most out of this promo. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up down below to let me know. Also, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy what you're seeing, please go ahead and subscribe down below. We're at 1,077 subscribers and growing every single day. We try to drop a video every day of the week and occasionally on the weekends, so go ahead and hit that bell down below as well. You'll get a notification every time a new video is dropped. Kind of give you guys a little bit of a hint at what's going to be coming in the community tab. So make sure to keep an eye on that periodically for updates on the channel. Speaking of updates on the channel, if you want to be able to talk to me directly, as well as a group of about 70 fans of the channel. Please go ahead and join the locker room, which is the Discord associated with this channel. I will leave a link pinned down below for you to join the locker room. But without further ado, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. This is a ton of fun. Field of Freeze is going to be a lot of grinding and a lot of awesome videos coming soon. So thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next Madden Mobile video.